Hey loves, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kayla. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more videos to come, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the OKae Kaela. So in today's video, I am doing a get to know me tag, and you would think after 5 years I would have done a video like this, but honestly I think I have a video on my channel like this, but it was like super old, and I just graduated college and I'm in my young 20s. So this is going to be a get to know me tag as Kayla in her young 20s. And I'm going to also pin curl my hair, you guys, because I feel like in the last video I did, it wasn't like super duper in depth. So I wanted to show you guys like my whole nighttime routine when I like pin curl my hair. And I am contemplating going back to being a silk pressed natural, but I'll make a whole separate video for that, so make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for that. But before I get into these questions, I'm just going to show you guys the product I'm going to use, and it is the Cream of Nature Anti-Humidity Gloss and Shine Mist. You guys know I rave about this. I've talked about this for the past 3 or 4 years, especially when I was in college in Tallahassee, Florida. The humidity is worse than in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is seriously the truth. Plus you can just use this as a shine mist throughout your hair whenever you're just not pressing it either. But it's a great heat protectant as well. So I'm going to be spraying this in the sections as I pin curl. And I'm using my Conair Infinity Pro flat iron. This is a 2-in-1 flat iron because the barrels on the outside are hot as well. So you can also lock this to make it stay like that, and you can wand curl if you want, but I don't really like to do that, so I'm going to show you guys just regular flat iron curls. And yeah, it's a 2-in-1 phenomenal flat iron and I love it. Alright, so I'm going with a side part, and I like to just go around my head. So starting on this side first, and I have a little clamp, you know, to clamp my hair into sections. And I'm going to be using large bobby pins to secure my pin curls. But let's jump right into these questions. Alright, so the first question is, what is your full name? And my full name is Kayla Moore. How old am I? I am 23 years young, y'all. And what is my zodiac sign? Okay, so my zodiac sign is Scorpio. I was born on October 31st. Yes, I am a Halloween baby. A lot of people always ask me, like, do I care that my birthday is on Halloween? Honestly, I think it's pretty cool just to have your birthday on a holiday. Like, honestly, there's no excuse for anybody to forget my birthday. Like, it's literally Halloween. But yeah, I love it. I think it's pretty cool. And I like being a Scorpio. And you know, not to be biased, but I do feel like we're one of the best signs. I am a water sign and I love it. What is your height? So believe it or not, y'all, I am 4'11". 4'11". Oh my gosh, I got tongue tied. But I am a 4'11", and I feel like y'all should probably notice that in my try on hauls, especially with like jumpsuits or like dresses that like really drape the ground, because I am so short. Do I like being short? Yes, honestly, I really wouldn't want to be tall for real. Like, and no disrespect to the tall girls, because you know I love my models out there, I love my tall girls, but I don't know, I just feel like it suits me, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am very short, very petite. Like, I'm literally only 98 pounds now. Like, I literally just hit like the high 90s when I got to college, because I was like dang near underweight when I was in high school, y'all. It used to be so annoying to me, but yeah. So I am tiny. All right, I love how it just curls so pretty. So once I do like that one section, I kind of like to go in like individual little sections within one big section, and then take it and make one big curl. And I just kind of take that clump and I just like to kind of hold it up like so. This is like my weird way of pin curling. You can do it like this, or some people like to take it and just kind of roll up like that. But honestly, because it's already forming its own curl, I just like to make it easier and then just group it up like this. Take my large bobby pin and pin to my head. Alright, so the next question is, where are you from and where do you live? So I am from Atlanta, Georgia, and honestly I'm really a suburban girl. Like, I'm not in the inner city of Atlanta. I am in metro Atlanta area, you know, a Georgia peach. And where do I live now? I am currently residing back in Atlanta, Georgia. I attended school in Tallahassee, Florida, but I am back because my new job will be here remotely in Atlanta. So I came back home. And then next it says, where did you go to college? So if you guys been following me for a while, I go to the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, or I went because I just graduated. I went to the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, also known as FAMU. I love my HBCU. What did I study and get involved in at FAMU? So when I was at FAMU, I studied, originally I came in as a broadcast journalism major, but I ended up changing to public relations like around my spring semester of junior year is when I changed my major. And honestly, it kind of like pushed me up a semester for graduation. So I mean, it worked out for me, honestly, because my whole career is literally in my field. So thank the Lord, it worked out great for me. Sometimes I like to just spray this in my hand and just kind of rub it all in that section. But yeah, a lot of people always ask me, you know, like, what made you want to do broadcast? I actually took this audio video tech class when I was in high school. I always knew I like entertainment and TV and radio and all that, so I was like, you know, this is definitely the route for me to go. So that's what I did. But why did I change? I changed my major because I felt like public relations allowed me to have a lot more creative freedom, which it did, and it worked out perfectly for me, so I can't complain. If you're going to go to FAMU and go to the School of Journalism, a lot of times if you're a broadcast journalism major, they like to really focus on like political news and news anchors, and that's just not something I wanted to do. I was more into pop culture scene and entertainment and radio, which I was actually a part of the radio station. If you guys watched my college vlogs, I was on the Saturday morning show on 90.5, the Flavor Station. So I ended up getting an internship at V103 in Atlanta, if you guys have heard of that. Working alongside the DJ Sturgis. So yeah, I am Miss PR all the way. And also, what did I get involved with when I was in J school or at FAMU? I was involved in PRSA, NABJ, which is the National Association of Black Journalists, while I was a broadcast journalism major. But then of course I switched over to PRSA, which is for PR students. Once I switched to my major, I didn't really get too involved with like a whole bunch of orgs. I was too involved with my own personal brand. I didn't even really like do the whole get involved with all these other orgs on campus. Like it just wasn't me, right? The next question, what do you want to do with your life? You know, every time people really ask me that question, I don't really like to limit myself. I really just see myself being a jack of all trades, really being a true Renaissance woman. I like to do a whole bunch of things. So I just feel like that question is kind of vague. And honestly, right now, I genuinely can't really give you a definite answer. Right now, I'm just definitely super excited to start my career. I will say that. So we'll see where that takes me. Next question is, what is my favorite moment of 2021? My favorite moment of 2021 has to definitely be me really having like this whole transformation, which is why I'm so excited for you guys to eventually see my next video, which is going to be my life update and what I'm doing after college, you know, what's next, because the beginning of 2021 was looking real scary for me. Simply because I was just a college student that was getting to the end of my journey. I didn't really know what I wanted to do or what I was going to do. I was being told no a lot from a lot of internships and opportunities. Like, I was really feeling discouraged, but everything turned out so beautifully for me at the end. Like, I got a job in my field, which was a blessing. I was featured on Forever 21's website, if you guys saw that, and follow me on Instagram. I partnered with so many different brands that I absolutely loved. I had a lot of great opportunities, and most of all, I graduated from FAMU. Like, it was just the way that it was beautifully written at the end was amazing. So honestly, I can't really give you a favorite moment, but if I have to choose, I would definitely say graduating from college, obviously. The next question is, how did you evolve your sense of style? I love this question because if you guys have been rocking with me on Instagram for a pretty good minute, you would know that my style has definitely evolved. I've gained a lot of confidence in my outfits that I've started to wear or, you know, piece together. And I would have to say my sense of style evolved as I like matured and like just experienced college more, because I felt like I was finding myself more, had more time to experiment and just kind of like become me, if that makes sense. Like, it really was a whole journey of becoming, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know how to put it into words, but I would say me trying different looks and, you know, getting out of my comfort zone really helped me like evolve my looks. The next question is, how did you get into fashion? So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, if you actually were to ask my mom, I was always the type of person that wanted to like dress up. Like, I would play in heels. Matter of fact, when I broke my ankle when I was younger, it's because I was playing dress up and I had heels on and I slipped in the kitchen and broke my ankle. So one thing about me, I'm a dress up. I love playing dress up. So I've always been into fashion. I just feel like I couldn't really style myself the way I wanted to when I was in high school or middle school, especially middle school, because I went to private school, so we were wearing like uniforms and stuff. So I didn't really have the need to shop like that or like really explore. So when I came to college, it was really that time for me to like really get into it. And then, you know, like people always say like, oh, when you go to HBCU, it's a fashion show. Like, it really is. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually really fine with that. I will say that going to FAMU, just HBCU in general, like made me take it more serious. And it helped. So yeah, I love that for me and from all my fellow HBCU students. Alright guys, so I went ahead and completed my pin curls, but this is how it looks. The next step is I'm just going to take the same mist, spray all over, and tie it down with a scarf, put a bonnet on, go to sleep on a satin pillowcase, and I'm good to go. But to go ahead and finish up some of the questions, how did I get into fashion? So it's a funny story. So if you ask my mom, I've always been a fashion girly. I've always loved to dress up. In fact, when I broke my ankle when I was younger, it was because I was playing dress up and I had on some little, you know, plastic princess heels, went in the kitchen and slipped because the floor was mopped and I broke my ankle. So I mean, I've always been a fashion girly. I just love dressing up. I couldn't really express myself and do a lot of, you know, looks when I was in middle school because I went to private school, so I was wearing uniforms all the time. So it just kind of like died down in that time. But when I went to college, especially going to HBCU where everything is dang near fashion show, I kind of got back into fashion. So that's pretty much how I got back into fashion. Who influences my style? I would have to say I don't have a particular person that influences my style, but what I will say is I love to go on the We Hearted app, which is similar to like Tumblr. It's a bunch of inspo pictures. Tumblr at the time was also some good inspo, and also Pinterest and some of the Instagram baddies. I'll pull some, you know, inspo from there, but for the most part I do kind of create my own looks. So I wouldn't really say there's like a celebrity or anywhere that like, oh my gosh, I just absolutely mimic everything that they do. No, I just kind of dress according to my mood sometimes too. So that's kind of how I base my style, and that's how I'm basically like influenced for my looks. What is my favorite food? So I will say this, I am a picky eater, but before you guys drag me, I actually don't like soul food. And to me, I would have to say in specific terms, I don't like collard greens, I don't like yams, I don't like the smell of any of that. I'm always the cousin during Thanksgiving that does not eat any of that. I am a starch girl, so one thing about me, I'm gonna have a baked potato, I'm gonna eat some fries, and I love pasta, I love rice, which is like all that is really like not that good for you, but I just love starches. I just literally love pasta. Honestly, I could eat pasta every day and be totally fine with it, or I could eat Thai curry every day and be totally fine with that. So those are pretty much like my favorite foods. And then of course, to follow that up, am I a good cook? No, I am not Betty Crocker. I'm not Chef Boyardee, but if it has instructions, I can cook it. That is my philosophy. I'm sticking to it, but I do plan on cooking a little bit more and getting better at that. So stay tuned for more because I might do that on my channel. What's my favorite color? If you can't tell by now and by the intro and all the other videos in my college apartment, pink is my favorite color. I definitely am a pink girl. I love hints of like gold and like neutral colors. I also wear a lot of black, a lot. But I'm pretty much a pink girl. I love the color pink. What's your favorite flower? Now, I always tell people this, but I don't really care for roses. It's not that I think that they're ugly or anything. I just don't really care for them. I always even tell guys this, like, don't give me any roses, please, because I am an orchid girl. I love orchids. They're exotic. They're just fancy looking. I've just always loved them because they're different. And that's just kind of how I view myself. So I am an orchid girl. Hey loves, good morning. It's the next day. I'm ready to take my pin curls out and let's get back into these questions. Boom. So y'all see I have my little rattler scarf on, but the next question is, what is your favorite book? So I'm really into self-help books. I really like this one book that I read last summer, and I actually completed it because I have a really bad habit of starting books and then like not completing it. But it's called Girl on Fire. I'm going to link that in the description box down below. Highly recommend it. She has so many great books. Like, she is known for, her name is Cara, and she's known for the Champagne Diet and all these other great books in her series, which I'm definitely going to get the rest of her books. They like look great as display books too, not gonna lie. So love her. I also finished You Are a Badass. That is a really good book. I started The 48 Laws of Power and I need to finish that, but I have another great book that I'm about to start reading, and it's called Clever Girl Finance. How to Grow Your Money. It's like a part of the series, so there's other books within it as well, but I will link all of those in the description box down below because you guys should definitely check those out. Okay, as I'm taking my pin curls down, I'm still going back in with the Cream of Nature Anti-Humidity Gloss and Shine Mist because, like I said, it's also a shine mist. So I'm just going to spray some on my hands as I go through and take them out. Next question is, what is your favorite perfume? So right now I'm like really into all the Versace perfumes. I have Bright Crystal. I have one that's called Eros something. I know I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I'll just put it in the description box down below, and also a picture on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I love that. I also like Gucci Bamboo. I have the travel size of that. Kind of building my perfume collection, so it really all depends how I feel that day. What is your favorite drink? My favorite non-alcoholic drink has to be cranberry juice. I have it in every single flavor. I love Ocean Spray. Personally, if I could rank my top 3 flavors, I would have to say cran grape. That is the superior flavor, always number 1. Cran apple and cran pomegranate or cran raspberry. It really depends, but I always have Ocean Spray cranberry juice stacked in my refrigerator while I was in college and at home, so love that. My favorite alcoholic drink still involves the cranberry juice. My aunt, hey Auntie Penny, put me on to Prosecco, which is like a sparkling wine mixed with cranberry juice. And I also like a Cosmopolitan, which is vodka mixed with cranberry juice. So I'm usually a Cosmopolitan type of girl whenever I go out. That's usually my go-to drink. But yeah. Next question is, how did I become an influencer? I became an influencer, I want to say like maybe in 2016, 2017. I've been on YouTube for like 5 years now. So it originally started with me doing a lot of hair videos, and I always got questions, you know, regarding what did you use in your hair, how did you do your hair, and I feel like I could show you better than I could tell you. So I decided to create tutorials, and then I kind of just had my email listed in all my social media accounts. I kind of got, you know, reached out to different brands, and it kind of just started from there, and ever since I've just kind of been influencing. What's my favorite thing about YouTube? Definitely the tutorials. I'm a visual learner, so personally I taught myself how to do my makeup on YouTube. I did some learning just for college classes on YouTube. I feel like you can get a PhD in pretty much anything on YouTube. It's a great website to learn just about anything. It's fun, it's entertaining, and I just love videos. And before I get to the last question, one thing I love to do is just kind of flip my hair. This also kind of helps, you know, the bombshell curls to kind of fall where it wants. Kind of adds more volume, gives it more body. I feel glamorous. And last question, why you should subscribe to my channel? Because I love all things natural hair, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Plus, this is the new era of my channel. This is the post-grad lifestyle channel now. So everything I'm doing is after college and just becoming a young adult, and that just new transition into my life. So I am so excited to share so many new tutorials and videos with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love pin curling my hair. I feel absolutely gorgeous. I'm probably gonna go take some pictures now, but I love you guys. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the OKae Kaela, and I'll talk to you guys in another video. Bye.